Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenmara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to see this, I would like to offer your mid-month relationship reading for the elemental energy of Earth. So if you're interested as to why I read for the elements, there's a video linked in the description. And if you've never had your charts read and you want to know a little bit more, there is a natal chart. It's not sponsored. It's just a really good resource if you want to delve deeper into it. Linked in the description. It gives you your birth chart with 12 houses and then 10 to 20 pages of a description of all of what all those little symbols mean. But it also gives you your elemental alignment. So if you're curious, you can check that out. If you're new here, do the fun, streamer things like, comment, subscribe if you're interested. With that, we'll get started with the elemental Earth. We start by looking at a chakra energy for Earth singles and then Earth couples, and then we go through the tarot and see what the tarot has to say. These readings are general readings, so they're also timeless because they're general, so whatever resonates for you, take that with you. Whatever doesn't, leave it for the next person. And with that, we'll get started. Earth, your first, or Earth, sorry, Earth singles, we are in number 49, Compassion. I believe this is the third eye chakra. But what I'm getting before we look in the book for it, we're feeling this energy of compassion. It's understanding another person and where they're at. Earth singles, this makes you very attractive to other people because you have this natural compassion is what I'm hearing. It's this natural ability to see people where they are and appreciate where they're at. And people, when they're seen, it triggers a different response in them. It makes them want to be around you more because you can see them without making it a big deal. You can see them without the lens of judgment. And that's what I'm getting is, so Earth singles, where you're at with this energy is all about checking in, being able to understand someone from another perspective, but not judge them for it. You're able to see the person without all of the rest of it, which is hugely important, especially if you're looking for a relationship, but even just in friend groups, that plays a big role. So I was wrong. We are in the crown chakra. The deity here in the center is the Tripura Sundari. This is the goddess that embodies the beauty of inspiration and the ascension into the 7th chakra. Through her, you can recognize everything as divine, including the divine qualities within your own being. And keywords here, there we go, are innocence, childlike wonder, compassion, love beyond attachment, magic in the moment, expanding your capacity to give love and receive, the radiant heart, and nurturing others. Earth singles, you are definitely in a position to be more open to a relationship if that's what you're looking for. But even just in your friends group, even in your work group, you are going to be seen as the shoulder to lean on, the person who they know they can talk to, because you're not going to, well, that sounds like a stupid decision to make. You're not going to have that this month is what I'm getting. So it's also saying that you're going to be able to approach life in general. When they talk about childlike and magic in the moment, what it means is you're able to live in the now moment and not worry so much about what happened 5 years ago or what could happen in the next 6 months. That's not where you're at. Earth singles, you're in a very good spot. It's also saying that you have spiritually grown. You're getting ready to start a new cycle, but you've grown through the cycle that you're at. So you're in a different state, and you're in a kind of a quiet state of awareness where you've been there, you've done that, and now you're ready to see what the future holds, but you're doing so in the mindset of openness and innocence, which is actually kind of nice when you think about it. So your first tarot is number 17, the Star, with Archangel Jophiel. 17 is in the major arcana. These are big life lessons, big important movements, happy times, making positive and optimistic long-term plans, and you're on the right path. So When we see this card come up, it means that you have aimed for greatness and you have moved beyond where you thought you could get to. The old saying, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land amongst the stars. That's the energy of this. But you're working with Archangel Jophiel or Archangel Jophiel, depending on who's spelling it. And this energy is energies of happiness. These are energies of completing a cycle. These are also energies of being so excited about the mystery of life that you don't care about what could happen that might be bad. You're ready to move on because what happens when it's good? And that's the energy that's coming through. Tie that in with that crown energy and that compassion energy. Earth, you're the kind of magnetic. Also means be careful who you let near you, but also saying you're in an amazing spot because you are so open to the new and the joyous that things that are even negative are going to bounce off because that's not where your focus is right now. Your second card is the Three of Air. There's sadness, time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. If anything does come up for our Earth singles, it's going to be in the contrary energy of air. Air and Earth do not get along as a rule. There are exceptions to that, obviously. But Earth singles, don't allow the negativity that is a past hurt. Don't allow the negativity of someone else's opinion to get in there. If by some chance you're on the path where you have to process and work through some grief, some depression, some hurt due to a previous relationship, they're saying something that happened within the family possibly, take the time to process that. Allow yourself to grieve that innocent child that was, because you've matured beyond that now, and now it's saying allow yourself to heal the past, offer forgiveness to yourself and everyone else that was involved, because there's no sense in dragging that around. And when you do, that's when you're going to tap back into this one. And that's for the people who have had those dark parts of their past. Find ways to release it, process it, let it go, because Earth singles, you're in your crown energy. You are in this ascended, powerful state, and that means that you are ready to move beyond the past. You're ready to move beyond those hurts. You're ready to forgive and let some of that stuff go. Are you going to do it all in one day? No, and I will never say that. But are you ready to let go of the part that's coming up to your mind in this very second when you're listening to this? If that comes forward, and that means it's ready to be worked. Only work with the things that are ready to be let go. Do not force this type of healing because it gets a little rough if you try to force it. So, that is Earth singles. Now we'll hop over into our Earth couples. And when I say couples, it could be you are the Earth sign and you're in a relationship, or it could be that you're in a relationship with an Earth sign. Again, Earth is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So, Earth couples. We are in number 42. I think this is going to be still Crown, but I'm not really sure with this deck. I'm not as familiar as I should be. It is the Interference card. What I'm getting with this one, though, is don't allow outside energies to be coming in. Don't allow this interference of negative emotions to spring forward. What they're saying is allow the positive interference, that divine intervention that pops forward and really taps you on the shoulder and says, hey, wake up, there's good things happening. And for Earth couples, I'm getting the impression that good is there. Just make sure you're not following the wrong path. Because, you know, that path of, whoa, woe is me. No, that's not healthy. So we are in the third eye, so it's not the crown, sorry. It is in the middle there. Oh no, E, wrong side. On either side of the center, there is, I don't know if you can see them. There are swans there. You can see that one a little bit better, but that's the animal in the image. Hamasa, a pair of beautiful swans, symbolizes the strength, knowledge, and wisdom of the soul to find its way home through the maze of worldly existence. The crescent moon sitting beneath them, the third eye of the celestial insight, and the carrier of the sound Om, A-U-M, is visible in the Sanskrit image right here. So let's take a peek at, if the book would agree with me, that'd be cool. So we're in our keywords. There we go. Our keywords are Arrogance, lessons to be learned from egotism, separation from others, false pride, the need for balancing the chakras, being lost on bumpy roads to awareness. So, Earth couples, this is a little bit of a up and down for you. I'm getting the impression that there's some of you who are out there who are in that situation where they have transcended some of the negativity, and because they have came to an understanding of the third eye and that sound you have been able to resonate into a higher frequency, and it's allowed you to bond deeper. The interference part is coming from those who are allowing guilt, shame, and their egos to get in the way. I'm the breadwinner. I'm the important one. No, you're not. It takes two to tango. Settle down, their cupcake. And it could also come from a point of feeling of being beat down or insecure. So this is a card that's saying, when it's good, it's good. When it's not, you might want to work on it. It's not saying that things are bad. It's just saying that there's a need for a course correction. So if this is where you're at, the course correction that I'm hearing is be more open to the communication. Do not ever assume you're right, anyone, Earth as well as anyone else listening, because that's not how life runs. And what I'm getting with this one is you're in the third eye area. That's this highly intuitive ability. Earth, your intuition's not your strongest point. It's very high up there. You're not like the super waters who can intuit everything practically, but you are more intuitive than you are analytical. So that's one of the beauties of it. Pay attention to what your inner guidance is saying. It's saying that there's some things that need to be fixed and adjusted. Nothing is horribly wrong. There's just some things that are not as good as they could be. So let's look at our tarot. We have the Four of Air. Time to rest, take a vacation, allow time before making decisions, meditation, providing answers. Even though this is the air, which is Earth's opposite, it's really saying where you're at right now is not a time to make rash decisions. Do not get angry in the moment. If things are kind of simmering, just ask simple questions. Don't poke the bear, obviously, but try to find a way to communicate that you know something's not where it needs to be. If things are going great, then revel in that. Also, when it says to take rest or take a vacation, we're in the middle of the holiday season right now. We got Yule, Christmas, New Year's, all this fun chaos coming up. And what I'm getting with that one for Earth couples is take some time for the couple. Take some time for yourselves. Drop the kids off at Grandma and Grandpa's house. Let them do their thing. Do something for the two of you. Quiet candlelit dinner. If you enjoy going to hot springs, if there's one close enough, go to that. Do something that is just for you as a way to unplug, disconnect from the outside world, but reconnect in the relationship. They're really being distinct with these two different paths. The ones who are doing well, find ways to kind of disconnect from the rest of it and take the time. Those who need a little encouragement, they're also saying to take the time, but do so in a way that reconnects you and opens the doors of communication. That could be the dinner, that could be going out to the hot springs or something along those lines, but do something that reminds both of you of how you got in the situation, how you got into that relationship, because they're saying the relationship is so much better than this temporary stress. Remember why that relationship got started in the first place. Your second your second card is the Three of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for a high quality work, and being a team player. Really stepping into that, appreciating your partner energy, really understanding that it is a team when you're in a relationship, when you're in a couple type situation. It's not me versus partner or partner versus me. It's us against the outside world, but it's not really saying it's hostile. It's more of saying we are a team, and as we grow, we uplift and we celebrate our joy, and that spreads out to others. So it's you against the imagination of the negativity out there. Because what I'm hearing is, as long as you are able to open the doors of communication and come back together, it's going to flip the switch. And that's where you get into that beautiful part of you're reconnected, you're loving, you're compassionate, And that interference is, it could be divine interference saying, tap, 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 hello, start talking to each other, what's going on here? Or it could be the interference of the outside world causing a little bit of frustration. Disconnect from all of that. Don't go to the Christmas party if you know that there's that person that just likes to stir the pot. Don't go. If there is that one family event, there's several during this time of the year, but there's that one that you both are just like, don't do it. It's not worth the drama. It's not worth the headache. And that's what I'm getting from this with the Four of Air. Taking that time away is so valuable during the holidays. And the Three of Earth is saying, take that time away and appreciate the other person. It's not, in this instance, it's not about you. It's about appreciating your partner. What is it that brought that original, what caught your eye with them? What was it that made them stand out in the crowd? Was it their sense of humor? Was it that cheeky smile? Was it the way that they swept you off your feet on that first date? What was it that caught your attention? And that's what you're focusing on. You're bringing that back and you're reigniting that passionate fire in between the two of you. So, Earth couples, there's a lot of encouragement I'm hearing. It's not, don't let the stress of the holidays stress you out. Take the time, step away from all of that. It's really not that important. People will tell you it is, but in reality, the relationship and the heart bond that is between you and your partner is so much more valuable than that social event of the season. Just take care of that first. Make sure that's in a good spot. Even if it's in a good spot, nurture it. Don't let it just, oh no, we're great, and keep floating along. Take it to the next level. Take it to a deeper spot. It's a spiritual connection that we're talking about here. It's not just a physical act. We're talking about that bonding between two people. And that communication part they're saying is really super important. That's why you want to disconnect from the outside world. Shut the phone off. Close the doors. If you're watching a movie, it has to be a movie, no TV. So that when the movie's over, then you are done with that part and you're on to something different. And that's what they mean when they say disconnect. So with that, I will wish you guys all a happy and merry Yule and Christmas and Happy New Year's. The great things are coming in 2025. I just feel it deep in my heart. So let's see how this all plays out in the next little bit. With that, I will let you guys go. Have a great rest of December, and I will see you in the next video.